What's going on, Bucs fans? It is Redicus from the Cannon Fire podcast, and I'm coming at you live today to talk about a little tidbit of news that not a lot of us wanted to hear. Something a little unexpected, to be honest, but something that I'm sure has its own reasons. Let me pull up the story here. NFL reported it first. Kwon Alexander will not be playing this Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. As you know, last week in week 2, he went down with a hamstring injury. And it says that this week he will be out against Minnesota. And that is a major blow to this defense. If we've talked about time in and time out, stopping Dalvin Cook on the ground is really going to come down to the linebackers, and that's going to hurt us here. But let's get the story pulled up in just 1 second. If you guys are coming in, thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and let me know you're here in the live chat so we can discuss a little bit more. But that's exactly what we're doing here, is talking about Kwon Alexander this Sunday. The story just broke. Evan, what's going on, man? I didn't know if you were busy or not. This was something that really came out of nowhere, and so I wanted to get on here and put it on the horn as quickly as I could. I'll try and invite you here because we're doing it live. So let me see if I can't make some fixes here. Hold on. Let's see if we can't get Evan on here. All right, we got to copy that. All right, Evan, if you're watching, man, go ahead and check Twitter. Be right back. I just got to jump on Twitter really quick and get Evan on here. But very, very sad news. If you guys are just joining, Kwon Alexander ruled out for Sunday against Kings due to a hamstring injury. Sorry for the pause there. I'm trying to message Evan so we can get him on the show here. And I felt the need to go live, honestly, because I didn't have that much to do. It's kind of a slow day. I'm off of work today, but I just got the news from the NFL app, and it says here that Kwon will be out. We'll get the story pulled up as quickly as I can, and we will go over it and we will discuss. Well, Kwon Alexander ruled out for Minnesota on Sunday. And as I said before, that is a major blow. I just got to see if I can find the story here. Here we are. I found it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Kwon Alexander hamstring will not play against the Vikings for week 3. So key injuries we're tracking on Friday. Terrence West is on the back of the bench for the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see if we can't say Kwon on here, because I don't know if it was a story just yet. It might still be breaking, as it was the headline. Let me get my headphones in here so Evan can join and we don't get any echo or anything like that. All right. So we're talking live. Kwon Alexander out this Sunday against Minnesota. I keep saying that, but I'm trying to give you guys some more information. I guess it will develop as we get there. Let's see if we can't find any stories of it anywhere. As we do know that Wednesday, Kwon Alexander missed practice. And this is a story right here. Trevor Sikkema, our very own, well, not our very own, but What the Bucs, not even What the Bucs, Pewter Report's very own Trevor Sikkema said Bucs linebacker Kwon Alexander is out for Sunday's game versus Minnesota. Injuries around the NFL. Kwon Alexander hamstring won't play for Bucs versus Vikings. And very bad news for this Bucs defense so far. Kwon Alexander is out, and Chris Baker looks fairly doubtful for Sunday. Looking at who's questionable, Brent Grimes, Gerald McCoy are still questionable. Chris Baker is doubtful, and Kwon Alexander is out. Let's see if we can't find some more stories here. And picking up on right where we left off, that story posted by ESPN really makes a good point. It's going to be a big test for the Bucs if Kwon can't play. And as I said before, a lot of pressure on Kendall Beckwith, the rookie linebacker. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be without starting middle linebacker Kwon Alexander against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Alexander has been battling a hamstring injury and missed practice all week. He was ruled out on Friday afternoon. Alexander left in the second quarter last Sunday against the Chicago Bears and was replaced by rookie Kendall Beckwith, who slid over from the strong side position. Adarius Glanton stepped into Beckwith's spot. Beckwith finished the game with 5 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and a pass breakup. He also helped limit the Bears' rushing attack to 20 total yards. He currently carries Pro Football Focus's 4th highest grade among linebackers this season with a score of 87.0. Teammate Levante David is currently number 1 with a 91.3. Rookie running back Dalvin Cook presents a different challenge than the Bears' Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen, though. Cook had 127 yards in Week 1 against the New Orleans Saints, breaking AP's Vikings rookie debut record. He ranks 3rd in the NFL in total rushing yards and is averaging 5.6 yards per carry. He's also produced 2 runs of 30 yards or longer already this season. The quote here says, "No disrespect to the Bears that we played last week, but I think he is a different type of back," said Bucs defensive coordinator Mike Smith. "He's a little bit bigger. I don't know that he has the quicks that we faced last week, but he's a stronger running back. He runs well behind his pads. All you've got to do is show that clip to the team, and they've got respect for him right away. We consider him a game wrecker." And as we talked about before, brought up plenty of times before, tackling is going to be a big issue here. Going up against a guy like Dalvin Cook, he's a bigger back. He's a stronger back, and he can break tackles. And if these tackles aren't at the right place at the right time, a lot of guys whiffing tackles, it's going to be a very, very long day on the ground coming up against Minnesota. Kwon Alexander is considered one of the Bucs' better run defenders and has been a tackling machine, although he's had his share of misses and can sometimes wind up out of position. Still, his 108 solo tackles ranked 1st in the league last year. He's also a team captain, has played in Smith's defense for 2 years, and has made the calls on the defense for the last 3. A back like Cook gets to the second level with ease, putting extra pressure on the Bucs' front 7, and particularly the linebackers, especially if they're going to get him in the short passing game. He's a game wrecker, said Bucs defensive tackle Gerald McCoy. He destroyed New Orleans and had some big runs last week. He's not a run and get out of bounds type of guy. He is a get that extra couple yards type of guy. Anybody like that, you've got to bring your big boy pants with you. Bring an extra set of pads because it's going to be a physical day all day long on Sunday. Kendall Beckwith said he would have no qualms about starting at Mike linebacker this week and making the calls on defense, which he did last Sunday. He went up against another bruising back, Leonard Fournette, in practice every day when the two played together at LSU. That was an offense Beckwith knew like the back of his hand, though. Another problem the Bucs might have against Cook, defensive tackle Chris Baker has been dealing with the flu bug and is doubtful for Sunday. He was a big part of the Bucs' goal this offseason to bolster their run defense and be more physical. If he can't play, Clinton McDonald would start opposite McCoy, a change from the Bucs' usual rotation. So rough news for the Bucs is Kwon Alexander is ruled out for Sunday. If you guys are just joining us here, that is the news we're taking on and covering right now. So it's going to be a long Sunday if the Bucs can't get everything together, as we are here to discuss. What have I got right here? Nothing yet. But looking to discuss, Kwon Alexander is going to be out Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings due to a hamstring injury. As we do know, he did go down last Sunday against Chicago. So thank you guys for checking it out. If you aren't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe and help us hit our milestone of 65 subscribers. We are currently comfy at 62 the last I checked, and make sure you subscribe on iTunes as well. That's just about going to do it for us here. Just wanted to give you a live update and break the news, hopefully before anyone else did. If we didn't, that's okay. We're just here to provide the news. If you guys did find your news from us, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Also, follow us on Instagram at Cannon Fire Podcast and find us on Twitter at Cannon Fire Pod. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Hope you have a good day. Go Bucs. And remember that Atlanta led by 25. Have a good rest of your day.